your boy Crypto Blood. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Today I want you guys to get over there to cryptoblood.io and get you one of those shirts. They're flying off the shelves. I still got inventory though, so if you're in the Webbot room, make sure you use that promo code. Just ask one of the admins and we'll get that to you. Hope everything's going well. Again, it's your boy Crypto Blood. We are talking Bitconnect and Estonia. Their E-Residency program has run into some roadblocks, and I want to kind of go over those details. My business partner actually went through with signing up for the E-Residency program, and he's the one that actually brought up the fact that they have some issues. So we're going to go over those, and if you aren't familiar with the Estonia E-Residency program, I really suggest you look into that. I think this is going to be a blueprint that you'll see more happen more often in the future amongst different smaller countries around the world. Very, very unique and one-of-a-kind programs at the moment. They're the first to kind of spearhead this type of program. So I'll leave a link in the description of this video of another video I did a few weeks or about a month and a half ago about it, and I actually wrote a Steemit article about it maybe 2.5 months ago. So first, let's take a look at market cap. So we're sitting at 200 billion right now overall, and BTC market BTC dominance is sitting at 60.8%. I'm still not convinced. We've seen a bump up in Bitcoin, but I still feel like, and I'm just gonna pull the chart up, I still feel like we're going to pull back toward that 45-degree line that I drew a few days ago. So let's just sit and watch and see what happens for all you traders out there. Also, I'm just gonna pull this back up since we have it here. Look at that, Bitconnect. Man, they've been doing so much advertisement lately between the leaderboard ads I see across CoinMarketCap and Trevor, whatever, I don't know his name, Craig, Grant, whatever. Man, they're really pumping up this ad campaign with Bitconnect, and really for me that was a sign to know that something's up and that they are running out of new signups. See, with the Ponzi scheme, you need ever more signups to keep this thing rolling. And so I saw a video yesterday that Andreas BTC Business Consult put out that kind of went in detail, because I've never really looked at it in detail, and he kind of went in a little bit more in depth about it. And they've changed one of the latest signs is that they changed their business model from 7 layers or 7 levels to 3. And again, that's just another sign that they're trying to keep and sustain this Ponzi scheme. If you're in it, is no shade toward you. Get it how you can. For me, I can't see myself getting into a program and needing to get people under me in, knowing that they could be the person that's holding the bag when it all falls down. So that's just why I decide not to participate in Ponzi schemes, MLMs. One of the signs again for me is the bump in advertisement. They're really beefing it up because they need more people, and that's the only way a Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme continues. And I really think that Bitconnect won't see another 6 to 12 months, I would say. Andreas BTC Business Consult also pointed out that there was a huge sale order of BCC, I believe, Bitconnect coins. It's a huge sale order a couple days ago that raised some eyebrows as well. So again, I would steer clear, and if you're in it, if you're at the point where maybe in the next month or two you're able to pull your money or get all your money back, I would leave it at that. I wouldn't reinvest and do none of the stuff that they're telling you to or suggesting you do to increase your money and get more money. Get out if you can. If you already got your principal, kudos to you, and now you're playing with house money. So that's just kind of my two satoshis on that. And I would steer clear. I've never been into those MLMs. Just haven't. So let's take a look at this article, though. This article regarding Estonia and the E-Residency program. So the actual cards that are issued by Estonia, about 3 weeks ago, they came out and said that they found some vulnerabilities with the cards and its encryption. So I did know about that, but this latest article basically says that the issue is way bigger than what they initially reported. So the title of this article: Flaw crippling millions of crypto keys. Man, that's a tongue twister. Is worse than first disclosed. So it goes on to say a crippling flaw affecting millions and possibly hundreds of millions of encryption keys used in some of the highest stakes security settings is considerably easier to exploit than originally reported, cryptographers declared over the weekend. The assessment came as Estonia abruptly suspended 760 national ID cards used for voting, filing taxes, and encrypting sensitive documents. The critical weakness allows attackers to calculate the private portion of any vulnerable key using nothing more than the corresponding public portion. Hackers can then use the private key to impersonate key owners, decrypt sensitive data, sneak malicious code into digitally signed software, and bypass protections that prevent access or tampering with stolen PCs. That's crazy. So the vulnerability that they're talking about is called the return of the coppersmith attack, or ROCA. And so the article goes on to talk about this ROCA. So basically, it's a factorization method, and it basically largely downplayed what they did initially. Estonia did. They downplayed the severity of the weakness. Estonia officials initially said the attack was complicated and not cheap, and went on to say large-scale vote fraud is not conceivable due to the considerable cost and computing power necessary of generating a private key. So then it goes on to talk about they found out that it's not that costly to crack the keys. It says here, CEO of Enigma Bridge, one of the outside organizations that helped in the original research, said he too believes much faster and less expensive attacks are possible. One way to improve the attack, Bernstein and Lang said, may be to use fast graphics cards, which have the potential to shave the average cost of factorizing a vulnerability 2048-bit key to $2,000 in energy costs. Interesting. On Friday, Estonia's police and border guard suspended an estimated 760,000 ID cards known to be affected by the crypto vulnerability. The country's prime minister said the move came as officials learned the weakness affected cards and computers around the world, not just Estonia's IDs. The wider than expected coverage, he said, brought the safety flaw to attention of international crime networks, which have significant means to take advantage of the situation. So again, the Estonia program the E-Residency program is an excellent program, a great idea. If you want, like my business partner went through with it, as I stated, and I'll leave the link to the initial or the first video I did about this program. But just to really quickly summarize, this Estonia E-Residency program allows you as a foreigner to basically have like an e-resident within Estonia. So you'll be able to create a business, file taxes, sign documents digitally without being there, open bank accounts, a lot of different things you're able to do. And I really think that's forward thinking, and we need to see more countries like Estonia implement these types of programs. And would love to get your feedback on, if you guys, first, have you heard about the E-Residency program? Have you signed up? What are your thoughts about it? If you have, I would love to know, because I was still kind of on the border about whether or not I wanted to do it. And then now it's just like I might as well wait until they kind of shore up these vulnerabilities, and then I'll probably sign up and do it. But I would love to know if you guys have done it or even heard of it. Again, I'll leave that link in the description of this video so you can check it out if you haven't. Also, let me know about that Bitconnect. Are you a part of it? Have you gotten your principal back yet? You know, there are a lot of ride or die Bitconnect people out there. So listen, I'm just giving you my 2 Satoshis on it. I've seen these types of infrastructures, these types of business models before. Hell, even our own in the United States, our Social Security program is a Ponzi scheme, because as the money comes in, it's going right back out to pay people who was in the program way back. So that's how a Ponzi scheme works, a pyramid scheme works, and it can't go on forever. Like I hate when people say I'm making money in this. That doesn't mean, just because you're making money doesn't validate or debunk that it is a Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. That doesn't mean that. Yes, you're higher up in the food chain, you know, in the structure of the scheme. So yeah, you're able to make money, but as that scheme continues to go on, it loses momentum and will fall every time. It happens every time. So just be careful, people. If you are in it, again, I would just get your principal out and not, you know, re-up within that program. If I were you, I wouldn't. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click that bell, and that'll ensure you're alerted for every video that I do. Let me see what else. Make sure you see that. Well, it's this way. that Webbot chat room. Make sure you guys join that. We are over 3,400 people combined throughout all 4 channels or rooms. So make sure you join. We're having a lot of fun. A lot of exclusive stuff, you know, we put out there first before it even hits YouTube and stuff. So make sure you join so you keep abreast of what's going on within the Webbot community. And shoot, man, I think that's it, people. Have a great day. Be productive, and keep your eye on the prize. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.
For the watch, Prezi plain Jane. Find me mobbing with my click or something. Yeah.